Tata Steel has always been a company that cares about its community and gets involved in the community and supports projects in the community. One of the projects we've recently supported is the Port Talbot ArtWalk project, which has been promoting street art in the town of Port Talbot as a way of encouraging tourism and to raise the profile of the town. BBC have just been shooting a documentary that's due out later in the year, which actually features one of the artists who's an employee of ours here in Port Talbot. I'm delighted to be joined by Ryan Davies, operator in energy. Tell us a bit about how you got involved in the BBC.
Well, basically the BBC I was contacted, but I did see adverts on social media, etc., talking about this street art documentary that was going to start being filmed in Port Talbot, and I was contacted then by them to ask had I done anything in Port Talbot, or was I going to be doing anything coming up, which, as it happens, that week I was doing the front restaurant on Port Talbot Beach. So they came down to film me doing that job. Well, obviously with speaking to them they then realised I was a steel worker, and they obviously thought, well, being a steel worker, what a great way to you know what I mean, you don't get more Port Talbot than a steel worker, really, do you? So they then questioned me and asked me, would it be possible to come into Tata and actually do the filming in Tata? I contacted yourself, and a couple of weeks later we were not only doing an interview in Tata, we were spraying a tank in Tata Steel. So yeah, that's basically the short story of how it all come about, Tim.
And that's it. Why not use the talent of someone like you to enhance our own business, and you know, somewhere quite visible that people can see. But Ryan, tell us a bit about yourself, because you know this is a relatively new thing for you, isn't it?
Yes, I think it was about 7-8 months ago I first decided to have a go. It was something I wanted to do for years. I've always been into art, as in drawing paper on charcoal and, you know, acrylic painting and things like that. It was always something I wanted to do, so I bought 4 cans of spray off a certain firm at the time, and I decided to just have a go. I started doing things in the area I live, which is up the valleys, and it started breaking the place up, and the amount of comments I was having and how pleased people were to see things like that being done locally. So it's just escalated from there, and escalated is the word. I haven't stopped since. 7 months later, I haven't had a day off doing it, basically. If I'm not in Tata Steel, I'm spraying, and even sometimes spraying in Tata Steel.
And it was a great opportunity, wasn't it, to bring you in with the BBC filming as well. And Steve Maynard, the works manager here in Energy, found a spot for you to have a go in the works, and we're stood at it now. So this is a gigantic water tank, and you know, talk to us about your inspiration, about why you chose to put a shark on it.
First of all, we just said about the water tank. Now I had a day or two debating, like, what can I do with a water tank? To do the whole tank, well, it just took too much time, and I come up with various little ideas of what to do, and in the end I decided, I know what I'll do. To incorporate the actual tank, we'll make it look like it's a big hole in the tank and there's going to be things in the tank. First of all, there's going to be a mermaid, but I thought the big aggressive shark was more fit into the steelworkers rather than a mermaid, or, you know, just, well, whatever. And then last minute I decided to put an octopus on it as well, so it was all very improvised at the time. You know, I come up with a slight idea and I showed it to people. Everybody thought it was a great idea, and here we are. I just went for it and just made it up as I went along, really.
And great, the company could, you know, provide you time to do it, put up the scaffolding and all the safety requirements go with it.
And 100% also is the fact that there was charity donation as well, which for me, I've recently done another one for charity for Hale Construction as well, and you know what I mean, that for me is, I would love doing things like that. If I can help out the people less fortunate than myself, and yeah, that's really up my street. It makes me proud to do that for people.
It's a fantastic piece of work, and if you get the opportunity to come down to the power plant and drive past, you should come and see it yourselves, and hopefully we'll get Ryan to do some more pieces of art on the site, because it's a fantastic way of, you know, raising the morale of people on the site. So the profile of the site is something that's more than just manufacturing industry, and as Ryan says, you know, all of this supports local charities, and his role in the local society is becoming really, really well known. So listen, Ryan, thanks for joining us today. Thanks for your artwork, and hopefully see more of you around the site.
Yes, hopefully so. Hopefully so, Tim. I would love to do it anywhere. That's last time the man for the job.
There we are. Nice one. Thanks very much, Ryan.
No problem. Pleasure, Tim.